Okay, today we're going to make a foldable for section 2-4. This is about solving multi-step equations. On the top part of your foldable, you need to write exactly that, solving multi-step equations. And you can write below that, this is section 2-4. So what we're going to do is we're going to write the steps, but inside the foldable we're actually going to work a problem. The first step in any problem is to distribute. So that means use the distributive property. So I'm going to fold up this top part. The equation that we're going to solve today is 5x minus 7 equals 2, and then parentheses, x plus 1, parentheses, plus 3. So as you can see right here, we need to do the distributive property on the right side of the equation. We're going to do 2 times x and 2 times 1. So I have 5x minus 7 equals 2x plus 2 plus 3. The next step in all of these problems after we distribute is going to be combine like terms. So you're going to write that on the next part of the foldable. And then what we're going to do underneath the next tab is we're going to write the last step of the problem, and then we're going to do the next step. So the last step, we had 5x minus 7 is equal to 2x plus 2 plus 3. So when I say combine like terms, I mean look on each side of the equal sign. Think, is there anything I can put together? Well, on the left side, I have 5x and 7. Those are not like terms. But on the right side, I have 2 and 3. Since both of those don't have a variable, I can combine those. And I'm going to make this 5x minus 7 equals 2x plus 5. The next step on your foldable after combine like terms is move variables to one side. So just like last time, I'm going to take the last step of my problem and I'm going to rewrite it on the next tab. 5x minus 7 equals 2x plus 5. And now I can move the variables to one side. So what I like to do is I like to pick the smaller one. We have 5x and 2x, so obviously 2x is smaller. Since it's positive 2x, I'm going to subtract 2x. And these will cancel. And 5x minus 2x is 3x. And I'll bring down all the other terms. So I have 3x minus 7 is equal to 5. Once we have all of our variables on one side, the next step is to move constants to the other side. These numbers that don't have a variable next to them, those are the constants. So just like before, I'm going to take the last step, 3x minus 7 equals 5, and I'm going to write it on the next paper. So if I'm going to move all of the constants to the other side, I'm going to, let me focus this. I'm going to move that 7. So all the constants will be on the right side. So I'm going to add 7. And these 7's will cancel. 3x is equal to 12. And then the last step, this will depend on your problem. You will either multiply or divide. So I'll take this last step, 3x equals 12, write it on the next page. And in this case, because I have 3 times x, I do the opposite. In this case, I will divide. So x is equal to 4. And now I'm done. Okay, so you should have these steps. Distribute, combine like terms, move variables to one side, move constants to other side, and then lastly, multiply or divide. The next thing I need you to do is look at the notes paper that you have. On this notes paper, we have a few special problems that I wanted to go over together. But we're going to follow the same steps on these. So on the first one, just like in the foldable, the first thing I'm going to do is distribute on the right side. So I'm going to multiply 2 times 5 and 2 times 7b. So I get 14b plus 6 is equal to 10 plus 14b minus 4. So then the second step in my foldable is combine like terms. Well, I look on the left side, 14b and 6, I don't have any like terms over here. But I look on the right side, I do have like terms. 10 minus 4. Notice how I'm using the sign in front of this. So I have 14b plus 6 is equal to 6 plus 14b. So hopefully you notice right now we have the same thing on both sides. My next step would be move variables to one side. Well, when I try to move my variables to one side, look what happens. Both of them are actually going to cancel out. And so I'm just left with 6 is equal to 6. So what this means, since both variables cancel out, it means that I can actually put any number in for the variable. And it will still be true. So the answer is going to be all real numbers. You cannot abbreviate this. I want you to write out the words. All real numbers. Okay, look at B. So B is our other special equation. Just like last time, the first thing we're going to do is distribute. But in this one, I have to distribute on both sides of the equal sign. So on the left side, I'm going to have 40c minus 16 is equal to, on the right side, 320 plus 40c. So if you notice this time, I don't have the same thing on both sides, but they are pretty similar because they both have a 40C. Just like last time, when I tried to get all of variables on one side, they're going to cancel out. So on the left side, I'm just left with negative 16. And then on the right side, I'm left with 320. So what you want to ask yourself, does negative 16 equal 320? Well, of course, the answer is no. So that means there are no possible values that I could put in for C that would make this equation true. So the answer is no solution. Now on this one, there is a symbol that you can draw for no solution. It's going to be a circle with a line through it. You can write the words or you can draw the symbol. Okay, so those are the main two special equations. We have all real numbers and no solution. The last problem on here is one of the problems with the consecutive integers. This one is pretty tough. It says 4 times the lesser of two consecutive even integers is 12 less than twice the greater number. Find the integers. We're going to start this the same way we did the other consecutive integer problems. I'm going to say the first integer is x. The second integer is x plus 2. And notice in this one it says lesser and greater. You want to think about which one is the lesser, which one is the greater. Well, x plus 2 has got to be bigger than just x. So, in this case, the first one is the lesser. The second one is the greater. So start at the beginning. 4 times the lesser. 4 times the lesser one, that's going to be 4 times x. Is, remember is means equals. 12 less than, remember less than, we have to swap the order. 12 less than twice the greater number. So if I'm going to say twice the greater number, I'm going to put 2 times the greater minus 12. So now I can solve this just like the one on your foldable. I'm first going to distribute. 4x equals 2x plus 4 minus 12. And then on the right side, I'll combine like terms. 4 minus 12 is negative 8, so I'll write minus 8. And then I'm going to move the 2x to the other side. So I'm left with 2x equals negative 8. And then I'm kind of out of room over here. I'll come over here. Lastly, I'll divide by 2. X equals negative 4. So remember on these, negative 4 is not my answer. I've got to go back and find the integers, find the numbers. The first one is negative 4. The second one, right here, remember negative 4 plus 2. Remember, these are negatives. Negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. Okay, that's it for your lesson today. Your homework is over on the board, page 100, 25 through 37 odd. Go ahead and start on that now.